Eclipsing Your Expectations. It's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Go to the Dark Side of the Moon with Church and State, Chapter 59, in Cerebus, Issue 110. All the Sons Are Daughters. So, Tarim explodes, turning everything white briefly. Cerebus watches closely and intently as the view of the Earth covers the sun, creating a lunar eclipse. Darkness slowly creeping over his nervous body. But he's left with a sprawling panorama of stars of the universe, which the judge points out is all that's left of Tarim. Balls of hot gas fleeing outward at fantastic speed, searing the flesh of Tarim. And of course, balls of dead matter like the moon. The judge reveals Tarim was enraged by Tarim exploding, and this quickly led to the denial phase. Then he started to crush each of the tiny Tarim leftovers, those remaining stars. Tarim then promised to stop killing the stars if she pulled herself back together, but that didn't happen, so he went into the depression phase. Finally, he reached the acceptance phase, realizing Tarim was never coming back. The eclipse ends as the judge reveals Tarim is wrong. It's eventually discovered that the universe is cooling and expansion is slowing. The judge states that Tarim is coming back and recites a quote from a D.H. Lawrence novel concerning the impending return. How will Tarim react to this eventual joyous reunion? I haven't talked about the artwork in this subbook very much, have I? The judge and Cerebus are excellently done by Dave. It's more than just two guys standing around while one talks statically, like you see in a lot of books nowadays, or they'll just repeat the same panel over and over and over and over again. Here, the judge is very facially expressive, and there's constant motion and change of angles, which are purposely chosen to keep both the artist and the reader from getting bored. Gerhard has gone from doing an endless amount of demon heads and skulls in the background to doing this desolate lunar surface. I wonder which was more monotonous to do. Probably the heads and skulls, since the moon stuff actually varies from shot to shot. You know, you get changes in the horizon and such as that. And it's gorgeous work nonetheless. He makes a dead hunk of rock look like a beautiful landscape every single time. The very slow build-up to the lunar eclipse has been going on for actually more than an issue now, if you hadn't noticed. It's definitely something that artistically works better in the phone book than it does in the individual issues, as each page's middle panel was the build-up for this eclipse. It's been slowly going each middle panel of every page. It's very actually kind of subtle, despite being in such a prominent place. It's cool, but it seems like a waste if you're looking at the tree instead of the forest, the individual issues. If you're binge reading, it's a lot more evident. As for this issue, it's pretty much the wrap-up of the universe origin story. For now, the first version of events here is really a romantic story of a void and a light. Tragic, but romantic. Voids and lights will become more integral to things to come, especially in the notorious issue 186, for instance. As I said before, the genders of each change, but the situation always remains the same. Voids destroy lights. It's just what they do. You can't hold it against them for doing what's in their nature. Notice, though, nobody was calling Dave a misandrist when he was claiming that the void was a male. Next time, Church and State concludes, at long last.